Okay, Richard. So yeah, you were obviously pleased with the crowd response on Tuesday, and it's another big one for both the team and the fans on Saturday.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look, people. Um, I don't know. I honestly think people don't know me at all, really. My public persona, I think, is nothing like I am in private. And that's because I just keep asking everyone for more. And I'm honest, and I try and tell people the truth. But it's only ever done in a way to try and get the best for the people that I work for. And on Tuesday night, for the first time, I think, since I've been at this football club, and probably since I've been in this league, if I'm honest, I saw a proper club begin to develop in the way that I think it should work. Because, you know, I think if you see a group of players giving everything they've got, they deserve your support, no matter what the result. And I think they have that here at this moment in time. And I think if we continue to work together in the same way as we did on Tuesday night, then I think we can have a really exciting last part of the season. And hopefully we can, begin to achieve our ambitions.
Obviously, that was one of those games where on another day might have been 4 or 5-1. I mean, this Saturday you produced an excellent performance at Grimsby. I mean, does it being a two-legged tie change the thinking, or?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think you just got to try and win both games. I mean, your question implies that we weren't very good against Grimsby, and that's not true either. We conceded 2 poor goals, and it was a shock to lose the first home game, and it was almost as though everyone in the stadium thought, well, this shouldn't be happening, because we did enough in the game, actually, to get at least a draw. So, no, I think you've got to try and win both games. I don't think there's any doubt about that, and I think they'll do exactly the same. I think both teams will know that they can beat each other. It's probably the semi-final that we didn't want. Either team didn't want, but I'm sure all the romantics out there will think that the semi-final draw has turned out exactly the way they wanted, because now they have at least a minnow in the final, if I should say that, and it means that we've got 2 very tough cup semi-finals against a very good team.
I actually meant the Grimsby, the away. I was thinking of the away game because that was a game that epitomised that sort of run you were on, where it was an excellent defensive display, but ruthless. Sort of
but I think who knows what position we're going to be in a week's time. We want to be in a good position, but we might not be. As I've already said, both teams will fancy themselves. You might make them slight favourites. They're probably, their results are a little bit better than ours in recent weeks, and they've got the second leg at home, which maybe tips it in their balance a little bit more. But it's really a 50-50 game. I think 50-50 cup tie, and I think they'll feel the same. They'll be confident. We're confident, and it should make for 2 really exciting games.
And squad-wise this week, a boost obviously with Coulson signing a contract. That's must be a good piece of news for yourself.
Well, it's important. He's had a really good first half of the season. Responded really well to the summer activities, and everyone knows he's a Cambridge boy and Cambridge through and through, and wants to stay. Wants to try and get this football club into the football league and back into the football league. I think it epitomises everything we said about Tuesday night, and another reason for the support to be as we want it. We're trying to secure 1 or 2 more. We think that we developed a really good nucleus last summer. A number of them are already under contract for next year, but we want to get 1 or 2 more tied down and leave the summer activity a lot less than what it was last year, no matter which division we play in next season. So that is good news. Not so good news is that we look as though we've come out of Tuesday night's game, got beat up a little bit. look, I'm full of admiration for Alfreton and the manager, and I think they've come here on Tuesday night and put their bodies on the line to come away with 3 points, but it was a very aggressive game. You know, we've got some players in the team that move the ball quickly at the minute, and that leaves them a little bit wide open to one or two challenges. So obviously Miller came off. We won't know the extent of that. Dunks was the victim of a very, very naughty challenge by Bradley, and his knee is swollen up yesterday, and that looks ominous. So we need to find out what that is today. And the injuries that we had going into the game are still not 100% where we'd like them to be. So we could be a little bit stretched for numbers, but not quality at the weekend.